Reaching the decision to say goodbye to our faithful canine friend is one of the most painful and emotional experiences any pet owner can face. Our dogs, who often become family members, accompany us for years, offering unconditional love, companionship, and joy. However, like any living being, they age, and a time comes when their quality of life may begin to decline. Knowing when it's the right time to let them go is a difficult task that involves reflection on the dog's health, well-being, and the deep bond we share with them. Deciding when to say goodbye to your puppy is not an easy choice. This process requires sensitivity, empathy, and, above all, love. Often, owners find themselves in a dilemma between the desire to extend their time with their companion and the understanding that, as painful as it may be, the best thing for the animal may be to release them from suffering. The first thing to consider is the dog's health condition. As the years go by, illnesses may become more common, and signs of aging become evident. Loss of appetite, difficulty standing, urinary or fecal incontinence, and other signs of physical suffering are indicators that your pet's quality of life may be declining. However, a clinical diagnosis from a veterinarian is crucial, as they can help determine the severity of your dog's condition and offer treatment options that may relieve their suffering for a longer period. Another important aspect to consider is the emotional behavior of the dog. Just like humans, dogs also show signs of emotional discomfort when they are going through a difficult phase in life. They may become more withdrawn, lose interest in activities they once loved, or, on the contrary, become excessively anxious. Changes in their sleep patterns, and even a decrease in interaction with their owners can indicate that the dog is experiencing deeper suffering. Observing how they react to their environment and moments of affection is key to understanding their quality of life. It's equally important to reflect on your own feelings. As a pet owner, you have a deep bond with your dog, and this can influence your perspective on what is best for them. Often, the fear of loss can lead owners to ignore signs of suffering, wanting to keep the dog for longer than they truly need. However, you must be honest with yourself and with the animal, recognizing that true love often involves making the most difficult sacrifice, allowing your friend to rest in peace. The decision to say goodbye to your puppy may also involve practical matters, such as consulting with a veterinarian about the possibility of euthanasia. This is an extremely sensitive topic, but in some cases, it is what can provide the dog with a painless departure without prolonged suffering. Veterinary euthanasia is a procedure aimed at relieving the animal's suffering, and it may be an option to be discussed with a professional who can offer precise guidance on the right moment to make this decision. Ultimately, what matters most is your companion's well-being, and this is the main motivation for making any decisions about their future. In times like this, it's essential to act with compassion, embrace the pain of the farewell, but also ensure that, if necessary, they depart in a dignified and painless manner. The love and loyalty that dogs offer throughout their lives deserve to be reciprocated with the same dedication and care at the time of parting. Knowing when it's time to say goodbye to your puppy is a deep reflection that involves caring for the animal, understanding their physical and emotional needs, and accepting that, despite the pain, the decision should be made with the intention of offering the best for the being who has been by your side for so long. And, even in the most difficult moment, the memory of the love and joy they brought to your life will be an eternal part of your journey. Don't let this delicate moment pass without the guidance you need. Sign up now to receive more tips and information on how to care for your puppy during the most challenging stages of life. Make sure you are doing what's best for them at every step of this journey. Click the subscription button and follow exclusive content on your pet's well-being. Making the decision to say goodbye to your faithful canine companion is undoubtedly one of the most difficult choices you will face in your life. Our puppies are not just pets. They become members of our family, always by our side, offering unconditional love, loyalty, and joy. Therefore, When the time comes to realize that their departure may be near, it is normal to feel lost, confused, and often devastated by the idea of saying goodbye. The reality is that our dogs age, and with that, their needs change. They may begin to show signs that their bodies and spirits are no longer as strong as they once were. Although the aging process is natural, recognizing the signs that the end of the journey is near is crucial to ensuring that your dog's final stage of life is comfortable, dignified, and, above all, free of suffering. Physical signs of aging and suffering. One of the first signs that your dog's health is declining is a change in their physical behavior. Just like humans, dogs also face difficulties related to aging. This can include loss of appetite. If your dog, who has always been eager and excited to eat, starts refusing meals or losing interest in food, it could be a sign that something is wrong. While a short period of loss of appetite can be normal, if this behavior lasts more than 24 to 48 hours, it's time to investigate. Difficulty moving. Older dogs may begin to show difficulty getting up or walking with the same energy as before. If they seem to feel pain while walking, can't jump on the couch, or climb stairs, they may be dealing with arthritis, joint problems, or even more serious conditions like neurological diseases. Urinary or fecal incontinence. Although this is a more common issue in older dogs, it's important to observe if your pet is losing control of their habits. If they begin to urinate or defecate inside the house, it could be a sign that they're struggling to control their bodily functions due to a health condition. Change in physical appearance. If you notice that your dog is becoming excessively thin, with dull fur or abnormal hair loss, it could be a reflection of an underlying illness that needs to be investigated. Behavioral and emotional changes. Dogs also demonstrate emotional changes as they age. This can manifest in various ways, beyond physical symptoms. Observing your dog's behavior is crucial to understand how they are coping with aging. Withdrawal or isolation. If your dog, who used to be affectionate and social, now prefers to stay alone and isolates more, it could be a sign of pain or discomfort. Dogs often hide their feelings of pain, but their need for space could be a reflection of distress. Anxiety or excessive agitation. Sometimes, elderly dogs begin to show signs of anxiety. If they become restless, start wandering aimlessly, or become excessively agitated at night, they may be dealing with mental confusion, loss of vision or hearing, or even a form of canine dementia. Loss of interest in activities they once enjoyed. If they lose interest in playing, walks, or even affection, it could be a reflection that their body can no longer support these activities in the same way. A loss of enthusiasm for life may indicate a health issue, such as heart disease, kidney problems, or other serious disorders. When suffering becomes unbearable, the moment of decision. While you always wish that your dog lives as long as possible by your side, the reality is that the animal's quality of life must be the priority. If they are suffering physically, emotionally, or mentally, it's time to reflect on whether there's anything you can do to improve their situation. This is where doubts often arise. Am I being selfish by wanting to keep them longer? Or, can they still improve? These questions are normal, but it's important to remember that what's best for your dog may be to let them go with dignity, without prolonged suffering. Some signs that it's time to make this decision include chronic and uncontrollable pain. If, despite treatments and medications, your dog continues to experience constant pain and can no longer move without showing signs of suffering, it may be a sign that their quality of life has been severely compromised. Lack of response to veterinary treatment. If medical treatments are no longer working and symptoms continue to worsen, it may be a sign that your pet's health condition is irreversible. Inability to perform basic activities. If your dog can no longer eat, drink, move, or clean themselves without assistance, it could be an indication that they are in the final stage and can no longer maintain a minimally comfortable life. Consulting the veterinarian, a decision guided by professionals. The support of a veterinarian is essential in this process. They can perform exams, diagnose health problems, and provide specialized guidance on how to proceed. Often, the veterinarian may recommend euthanasia as a way to relieve the animal's suffering, ensuring a peaceful and painless departure. Although euthanasia is a difficult decision, it's important to remember that, in many situations, it's the most humane choice to prevent prolonged suffering. The veterinarian can help you assess the situation based on the symptoms and condition of your dog, guiding you on the most appropriate time to make this decision. The process of farewell, caring for your heart and theirs. As painful as it may be, saying goodbye to your puppy is an act of love. They've been your loyal friend for years, and now, your mission is to ensure that their departure is peaceful and without suffering. Cherish the last moments with them, offering affection, comfort, and companionship. Remember that, as hard as it is, you're giving your dog the rest they deserve. The pain of the farewell will be great, but with time, the longing will be filled with fond memories and gratitude for having shared so many experiences with your friend. After all, the love you gave and received from them will be eternal. If you're facing this difficult decision, remember that you're not alone. Many pet owners face the same dilemma, and what's important is to act with sensitivity, love, and care. In times like these, reflection and proper guidance are essential to ensure you make the fairest and most loving decision for your longtime companion. Sign up to receive more information on how to care for your dog in their final stages of life and ensure they receive the best treatment until the last moment.